How you slept?
I had a nightmare!
Um,
Supreme being! Beautiful souls of this universe. I'm here to share with you my experience so far on the fasting with just a little bit of fruits, distilled water and urine therapy, just how we changed it with André. So it has been the 6th day today of my fast, and I want to say that I feel absolutely supreme. I have been doing this type of fast for the last 3 years, and I have never had so much energy. The first time I did this fast, I had a severe
High five.
The first time I did this, I had a severe headache, and it was very difficult to maintain it, even though it was just 3 days. And now that I don't even know which time it is, because I'm doing it at least a couple of times a year, I feel super energetic. And I relate this with a couple of factors. The first is the distilled water and the urine therapy that I'm applying together with the fasting. So they help for my body to flush much faster and to release the toxins that are gathered mainly in the colon, and from there on from the cells themselves as well. Because fruits, I'm going to speak a little bit more about this type of fasting and what exactly it does to us in a while. But fruits have the amazing power of extracting toxins in depth from our cells. That's why fasting with fruits is one of the best way to deeply detox your body. That's a type of detox which is on a totally different level. It's not just to cleanse from mucus, pus, and the toxins which are on the upper layer, but it goes much further, it goes deeper. And the second thing which is helping for the fast to be so well this time, I believe, is because I have already been maintaining it for a few years now, and the effect from a fasting every time we do it is building up. So it means that the body does not forget. The body remembers. The cells have the amazing property of this long-term memory. So as soon as we start another fast, the cells are already prepared and they know how to react straight away. That's why when we do the first time, we experience symptoms which are not so nice, because we have never done that and it is something new to the body, so it's like a stress. But every time you do that afterwards, more and more, you will be more prepared psychologically and physically on a deeper level. So I was going to explain why this fast is so good. Why not just water, and why not just eating as much as we want fruits throughout the day? The idea behind this type of fasting is not to go down in terms of energy entirely, so you can be functional throughout the whole process of the fasting. So that's why it is recommended that you drink tea with honey between the servings of fruit that you're eating, which I have amended to molasses, due to we vibrate more with anything that is purely coming from plants. Plus molasses has lots of minerals and vitamins which honey does not have. Honey is just pure sugar, and it contains a lot of different varieties of sugar, and it's actually not an easy food to digest from the body. As molasses goes straight in the bloodstream, it's very easy to digest it. It gives instant energy. And the second idea behind this type of fasting is when you fast solely on water, your whole digestive system shuts down for the time of the fasting that you're doing. And afterwards it is quite difficult to bring it back to functioning. It takes a longer period of time.
Really nice.
So when you eat just a little bit of fruits, your digestive system is actually relaxing, and at the same time it is not completely shut down because it is working at a very, very low speed. After that type of fasting, you will recover much faster. So the food that you will implement afterwards, the regime of eating is going to be much easier accepted by the body. There will be almost no stress whatsoever. Of course, if this is done properly. I'm going to make a special video on what exactly to eat after a fasting and how to make a program for yourself so you don't have digestive issues. Because if we do a long-term fasting and we start eating heavy foods right at the beginning, this will cause a lot of stress to the body, and instead of having good results, we will have even worse. That's why many people come out of fasting and they say it didn't work for me. It's not actually the fasting that didn't work, but it is how we treated ourselves afterwards, which means we were not kind enough to our bodies. We have to be gentle here, because it's all about restructuring the cells, just making them remember what they are supposed to do initially as per essence. Because even though we have differences in between all of us, like blood types or whatever, we are actually made to eat the same food, to be the same vibration, the same high vibration, and to go back to the same essence as we are, because we are all one. That's what it is. And it's amazing what a fasting can make to you. It brings back this joy in the being, this infinite happiness. Like you can find your purpose of life even just doing a fasting. It's so amazing. There's so many people who coming out of fasting, they have found the goal of their life, simply because we become this mental clarity, this supreme being, which we are always supposed to be. And I wanted to say that I have been eating on a plant-based diet for more than 3 years now, and all the detoxes and especially the fastings have helped me cure many, I don't want to say diseases, because it was just damages of the cells that I have done to myself for some reason, which is subconsciously here, and I know why this reason is. But I managed to overcome all these conditions, and I am just coming back every day to what I have always been as a child. Because our childhood is the comparison to our true essence. It's our mirror. That's where we should all look back. If you look back to your childhood and you see which type of foods you liked more, and what you like to do most, and what was giving you this supreme joy, then this is what you should be doing all your life. It is just that with time we forget about it. But that's why we're here, to remember again. And that's why we come to Earth, to remember again. It's like reprogramming our whole being, resetting the button. So don't hesitate, just push that reset button. It's not that difficult. And it's not so scary as everyone says. Be careful when you're making a fasting or detox or whatever. I have done more than 6 or 7 types of detoxes. We can make a video of all the detoxes we have done with André as well, and our experiences. And I can tell you that if you follow the instructions very strictly, what you will find online, or if you're reading a book about a certain type of detox, you will never make a mistake. It's impossible. The most important during a fast is to stay hydrated. Water is alive. It gives us abundance of energy, and it is a being just like us. And if we keep on merging with this being constantly, you will not even feel the need of food. You will feel supreme at any moment. I have been active most of the days. We have been going to town, shopping, doing different things, and I have been feeling supreme. Of course, my energy level was not as high like to go and run and to do heavy exercises, but you can do that type of fasting on regular lifestyle. I mean, you can continue going to work and to do what your everyday life is asking you for without any problem. You will feel supreme. I promise. If you have any questions or anything about it, you can leave us a comment below. And subscribe for our channel. Let's spread the message. Share everything, because here's this being here appearing. We want to spread the message to everyone, to be available, so that everyone can feel as supreme as this. Right, sirs?
Yes, supreme. I had some, I'm gonna say very quickly on the subject of the video. It was a little bit painful in the beginning because I went a little bit drastic. I went from eating normal to vegan, you know, and to not eat anything, just water. And then only in the end of the day, I was already having pain in the kidneys. Pain is healing, so it's okay. I was observing, and I ate a persimmon. We ate together. As soon as I bite on it, the pain vanished. Because the body is now focused on the digestion instead of the cellular detox. So
right.
It was okay, and then afterwards I couldn't go to toilet. But we were reading and studying all the time, just a moment every day, and the rest is to have fun.
Quite a long moment. Yes,
yes.
But our researches are always very, very detailed.
And we figured out, for me, which can happen to many beings, it's to eat soluble fiber and there's another one.
And insoluble, pretty much at the equal level at least.
Yes,
Or
yes.
or more soluble than insoluble. I think that's valid for everyone.
And
That makes us feel supreme.
and after the 3 days or 2 days, I don't remember. Yeah, on the third day I was eating a banana because of something happened on my environment around me. So we become very sensitive. So
Yes.
if we are not in peace, we cannot fast properly. And so I ate a banana. I felt much better. And then I discovered that when I eat, instead of like 3 times per day or 2 times per day a big meal, I prefer to eat less amounts in more often. Right?
Yes.
And I'm feeling amazing.
Supreme, yes. Today, on the 6th day, he is feeling absolutely great. He went
nice.
running and...
After the run,
supercharged.
this digestion went... I just ran a little bit, not a lot. Huh? It was enough to feel the skin trying to, to sweat, to sting. And I'm feeling supreme, no problem. Next time it will be even deeper fasting. It's like this, we take time. The best is at least 1 fast per year. In every fasting you are meditating yourself, body, mind and spirit. Spirit is here. The soul is everything. The soul is the body, the soul is the mind, and the soul is the spiritual body. So we are everything. It's like this.
Yes.
The soul experiences itself in its all levels. So we wish you lots of love, not to Merry Christmas. Only.
And
That's it.
love yourselves.
Yes, lots of self-love, because we cannot give love to others if we don't have love in ourselves.
Yes.
Love is the best. Just because we are fruit fasting, don't forget the greens right after you finish, because the greens are heart chakra. They balance your being. The fruits is nice, it's the best, of course, the best thing ever for us. You always need something without fasting. When you're not fasting, you need the greens.
When we finish the fasting, I'm planning to make 10 days. I'm gonna make a video especially of what I usually eat after a fasting, how it works.
Yes.
It's not very difficult. But it's also very important. We love you infinitely. And we love ourselves. Namaste.
Namaste. Gratidão. Gratitude for your existence.
Infinite.